Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me again. Today I'll be doing a makeup video after what seems like eternity. I've been planning to do this for a while now, but finally got around to shed my laziness and get it done. Those who know me and who have already subscribed, thank you so much for being a part of my journey and for encouraging me every step of the way. For those who aren't aware of who I am, my name is Pritha. Basically, I'm a doctor from India. I live in London with my husband. So this channel is about the two of us and is a reflection of us really. I'm the more, what should I say? I enjoy making videos more than he does. That's a very polite way of putting it. So most of the content are created by me. There'll be lots on makeup and fashion because that's what I'm interested in. In fact, Vikram is also very interested in fashion, unlike most desi males. Thank goodness for that. And since I'm a gynecologist, there's a separate playlist on health, lots of talk on women's health, lots of patient information, and on other areas of health and wellness too, including quite a few videos, informative videos on COVID. I sincerely hope that you will also subscribe and be a part of this journey with me. So let's begin. The video, as you probably know from the description, is about how I do my makeup when I'm traveling. I'm right now in Dorset. This is a beautiful sunny weekend. It's a bit cloudy today and it's supposed to rain. Unpredictable British weather. Can't complain. We have had 2 days of uninterrupted sunshine, and Dorset is a beautiful coastal region in the southwestern part of England, my favorite part of the country undoubtedly, with dramatic cliffs. We have done a full Enid Blyton trail here. I will be making that video. I don't know if it has already been uploaded or if I'll be uploading it later. Nonetheless, the link will be up here somewhere. So let's get on with the actual topic of this video. I have got a dedicated makeup bag for travel. So I do love to travel, and before lockdown, I think probably almost every month, if not every alternate month, Vikram and I used to visit new countries, even if it was only for a weekend. But unfortunately, things haven't really remained the same, as we all know. But now that United Kingdom is gradually unlocking itself, we have got back to a habit of traveling, but within the borders of the United Kingdom. But in all honesty, this is a beautiful country with so much history and heritage. The history of United Kingdom, in fact, extends to a few millennia. The place where I am right now is in fact part of just a few miles west of where I am at present, starts an area called the Jurassic Coast. As the name explains, it's 135 million years old, and Jurassic age creatures used to prowl on that very area. And then there were Romans and Saxons and even the Vikings at some point up in the north, I believe. And even apart from history, nature-wise also, it's a very beautiful, pretty place to be in, if only the weather was better. Anyway, enough promoting British tourism for free. So this is my travel makeup bag. I always have a travel bag ready with bits and bobs, medicines, toiletries, and of course my cosmetics. Let's quickly have a look at what I have in there. So these are all the things. You'll get to know all of them as we get along. So for makeup, I've shampooed my hair. I need to get some basic hairstyling done. I'm rubbish at hairstyling, but I'll get something done after I finish my makeup. I have also cleansed, toned, and moisturized and put sunscreen on and lip balm. So I'm going to start with the makeup first for the base. Now, till a few weeks ago, I never used foundation when I was traveling. For my travel makeup, I like things to be fuss-free and as quick as possible. I absolutely hate spending ages on makeup when I'm traveling. 2 or 3 months ago, I started a new skincare regimen that involved using actives like retinoid, and somehow my skin is naturally very oily, but after starting the retinoids, it has become drier somehow. And even though it's clearer and my eruptions, I don't get new eruptions, but it just looks like a dull, clear skin. sometimes I feel like I have to wake my skin up, and for that reason I have included this foundation in my travel makeup bag. This is the Charlotte Tilbury, my favorite makeup brand. If you know me, you all know this. This is Light Wonder. It's light coverage foundation, but the coverage is buildable. This also comes with an SPF of 15, and my shade is 8 medium. So I'm going to use a little amount. So that's all. Let's see, I can build it up later if I need to. I don't have the mirror in front. I'm facing the window in order to make the video, but the big mirror is to my right, so sometimes I might actually look towards my right. It's not because I'm rude. I think that's pretty decent. I might use a tiny little bit more, a couple of drops. I've got nail colors on. Peach, because it's summer. It's finally a little warm. It has been so cold in this country for such a long time. I mean, we had a mild winter, but a winter that refused to leave. It's only recently that the weather has been better. Also, since I'm a healthcare worker, I'm not allowed to wear nail polish. So this means good news. This means I can let literally my hair down. Literally my hair down, yes. Because as a healthcare worker, I'm also not allowed to keep my hair down. It's a health control risk. I've got long hair. It's an infection control risk, not health control. Infection control protocol dictates that long hair is tied up. So my foundation is done. Now I have got a little concealer. Yes, this is from Lush. A few months ago I wanted to try Lush makeup products, see how good or bad it is, and this was the only thing I bought. This is a concealer in 14N. This I have kept in my travel makeup bag, and this I've used only in my travel. So this is like a little crayon. Earlier, what I used to do before starting the retinoid, whenever I traveled, I only put the concealer in a few areas and leave the rest of my skin. But nowadays, recently, it's only very recently that I started using the foundation proper. But I've got a few blemishes from acne, and since I have had quite a few sleepless nights from work, I have a little dark circles. Also, like most Indians, I've got pigmented corners of my mouth and a little pigment at the sides of my nose. So let's see if we can address these. It can be a bit messy to handle. It's almost like wax. So this is Lush concealer, going back to the bag, and I'll just tap with the finger. I hope you guys can hear me because I'm speaking in a low voice. Vikram is still having a lie-in. Don't wish to wake him up. He's our designated driver, and bless him, he drives miles and miles and miles without any complaint. Let's see, I've got a little tiny mirror in my makeup bag. Let's use this one. Now the reason I prefer to use this for my travel makeup is because this is the smallest of and the lightest bottle of all the Charlotte Tilbury foundations that I have. You may have watched one of my videos I have got all her foundations, and I did a comparison and full detailed review, especially for those with Indian brown skin. The link of the video is going to be up here. So of all her foundations, this has the lightest bottle. Also, when I travel, I mostly move on and about in the daytime, so I want a light coverage instead of something very heavy. This has got SPF, and this also gives, a shiny texture to the skin. And since I mentioned the retinoids have made my skin dry, I really appreciate the glow this brings to the table. Honestly, I usually take much less than that. Whenever I'm demonstrating makeup for a video, it takes longer for me because I talk. When I do it in real time, in real life, it takes shorter. And at this point, I need to just clean my fingers to get the foundation, or else I may touch my clothes and spoil them. So it's gone. Okay, now I'm going to come to the eyebrow. Most people are blessed to have nice, normal looking, normal growth of hair in their eyebrows. I'm not. I've got very sparse hair and they're asymmetrical. So painting the eyebrows is unfortunately like a mandatory part of my makeup routine. So I've got this NYX Precision Brow Pencil PBP05 espresso. I like this because I don't have to sharpen it, and this has got a flat edge, so I can just lay the flat bit against my skin and draw my eyebrow. So let's see. If I'm not careful, this eye pencil can make the eyebrows look really dark and fake. So I'm just going to lightly draw my eyebrows just to fill the gaps and not to look like Cara Delevingne. Nothing wrong with her really, but it seems that every other girl or woman I meet has her eyebrows. It's getting a bit repetitive and boring really. We are staying in a city called Poole in Dorset, and our hotel is the Thistle Pool Hotel in Poole Quay. It's right next to the Poole Quay, very close to the harbour. I can see the sea from here and all the yachts parked. It's quite a spacious room. I don't know if you can appreciate, there's a lot of space behind me, which is not very usual in UK, to be honest. In fact, hotel rooms in Europe are not really known for their size, and UK is no exception. So having having a hotel room which has a lot of space, with a spacious bathroom too, is a bit of an exception. So my eyebrows are done. This is a bit darker than how I wanted it to be. Anyway, that's fine. Now the eyes, my eyeshadows, which probably are my favorite part of any makeup. And what eyeshadow do you use? This might come as a surprise for you. The eyeshadow that I use for my travel is from Victoria Beckham. This is her smoky eye brick in the palette called Tweed. These are the colors she has. I know I've not in a single video have I mentioned Victoria Beckham makeup. I started using her products, when was it? Probably a year ago. I did not expect much, only there was so much hype that I decided to give it a try. I tried her Kajal first and I was blown away. It's hands down the best Kajal I've ever used. You'll see that in a second. So I decided to try her smoky eye brick. It looked very pretty. It has 4 colors. Now I got this in Tweed because I think this combination is going to work best for my skin tone. It has got 4 different colors. So the one to the left is called Caramel. This I use as a base color. They have more of this color than any of the others, and I guess because they also want this to be used as a base color, so this is going to be used much more than the others. And then the darker brown, which I use as crease color, is Cashmere. And then there is a maroon color called Oxblood. This is the least of all the colors. This one I use in the outer corner for just smoking things out. And then my favorite color, this almost terracotta like color, this red, is called Rust. Caramel and Rust are more powdery, so they come off easily, but Cashmere and Oxblood, it takes a little bit of tempting, to get them off the palette and onto my skin. I use a couple of makeup brushes, not my favorite makeup brushes, to be honest. I had bought them from some duty free somewhere. These are from Real Technique. I wanted to try out Real Technique. So this is the crease prep brush, which is quite broad and angled, and this one is the defining crease brush, which is more pointy. Now a good makeup brush can make or break your eye makeup. This is not the best, but I've got decent makeup skill. I can somehow make this work. Anyway, so I'm going to use the caramel for the base. You see how powdery this is? It comes off easily. Now this is not a review video for Victoria Beckham makeup. I'll leave it for another day. So let's just show you what I do. I'm going to put this all across my lid up to the brow bone and build up the layers if needed. Extend up to the side, and I'm using the flat angled crease prep brush because this has a lot of surface area. I can cover a lot of my skin at a less amount of time. Then my crease, the color Cashmere, and the pointy brush. As I told you, nothing, you can see no flake is coming off. I do need to work very hard to get the color off for this one. Work on the crease now. Start from the outer corner, going inward. You see there's some color. And then windscreen wiper motion. and extending it from the corners like a wing. So essentially almost like a V at the corner. If there's anything excessive, I wipe it off with my ring finger. I'll also use the remaining color in my brush to just lightly color the lower lid. Just wipe it in the back of my hand. The same brush to take the maroon shade oxblood and then dab it at the corner of my eye to add a little bit of extra depth. The extra oxblood color once again will be used for my lower lids, and then for the final color, rust on the middle and just short of the inner corner of my eyelid and leaving the outer corner because I already have the oxblood in my outer corner. This is quite a pigmented color, and the minute I put it, the eyes just pop up. The oxblood once again, just to blend the border between the two colors. Eyeshadow makeup is done. I told you about Victoria Beckham's Kajal, so this is it. This is the Saturn Kajal liner in the color black, and it also has a smudger at one end. So the reason I bought this is because this was supposed to be good with a smudger. I wanted a kajal with a smudger, but the quality of the kajal, oh my goodness, it's pure love. So this kajal can obviously be used as a kajal on the lower lash line, as an eyeliner on the upper lash line, and using the smudger or just smudging with your finger, you can actually achieve a full-blown smoky eye look with only this one. This can also be used on the waterline. You know, not all kajals can be used on the waterline. This does not irritate my eyes at all. So how am I going to use this? Let's use it as a kajal and as an eyeliner so that I can demonstrate the smudger for you too. The upper lash, outer corner, little bit on the inner corner. I'll be using the smudger, so I don't need to worry if it's not neat. Now taking the smudger, I'm simply going to smudge the line and make it uniform and do a little bit of wing with the smudger. There will be color in the smudger which I'll use for the lower lash line. Now the reason why I love this color because it's intensely black. It blends very easily. I told you, even if I use my fingers, I can use it as an eyeshadow and do a full dark smoky eye, and it stays really well, the black one at least. I have the same kajal in dark brown too, but somehow the dark brown seems to smear after a while, but not the black one. That is my eyeliner and my kajal. There's something about brown girls and eyeliners and kajals, isn't it? We invariably somehow probably look sickly if we don't wear them. To complete the eye makeup, I have got the mascara, which is Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes. I was very impressed with it when I had bought it. It really made my eyes look as if I was using fake lashes. I don't like to use fake lashes. Since then, the bottle has dried up a bit and it's not as amazing as it used to be. It still is a very good mascara too. That's it. And a little bit on the lower eyelashes. The last bit, the lips and the cheeks. Once again, Charlotte Tilbury. This is her Pillow Talk Lip and Cheek Glow in the color of Passion. This is it, both for lips and cheek. Comes with a handy little mirror. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit, put on my cheekbone, you know, the highest part of my cheekbone, the apple of my cheeks. Blend it with my fingers. This gives a nice rosy shade. I'm going to go a bit dark with this because once we wear masks, half of it will come off anyway. I have got this in my travel box because this is basically 2-in-1. Gives a nice hue to the lips too. I love the color. I love how it blends both in my lips and my cheeks. The staying power is not brilliant though, but it's fine. I can make do with this. So that's all I do for my makeup when I'm traveling. Sometimes I may have a different shade lipstick lying in my bag somewhere, which I can use, but this is the makeup. So you'll pretty much see me in this makeup on my holidays. But as I mentioned, since the eye pencil is so versatile, the Kajal, I can sometimes have smoky eyes without having to carry extra bits. Or sometimes I can even tone down my eyes, by only lining the waterline of my upper lash line. So there'll still be some color. No one will ask me if I'm sad or depressed or sick, but it won't be total in your face obvious eyeliner. I'll get my hair done and I'll be ready in a jiffy.